So when you guys repeatedly requested I do Dragalia Lost, I figured it was probably because it was a good game, but this game really has a little bit of everything, huh? Honestly, I am glad that I downloaded it and a little disappointed that I'd waited this long to get around to it. Dragalia Lost is a surprisingly high-quality action RPG by Nintendo featuring a large emphasis on the story between man and dragon. From what I experienced, the game moves along as most mobile RPGs do. Through following the story, you gain access to new areas, new characters, and new features. The story was surprisingly good, the translations were perfect, the voice acting was much better than I was used to on mobile devices, and the combat was incredibly fluid. This could be due to the fact that Dragalia Lost is developed by Nintendo, and they kind of have pretty high standards, or I guess it could be because, well, the game could just have a lot of funding, but I believe it's the former, or the latter, or a combination of both. Yeah, let's go with that. Combat is pivotal to the vast majority of players' enjoyment of a video game. This is equally as true, if not even more so, regarding mobile games because, well, controls are often clunky on mobile devices, and this makes for some very tedious gameplay. Now, Dragalia Lost does feature an auto combat system that plays the encounters for you, and I am going to be the first person to admit here that auto combat is definitely more efficient at the game than I am. I am not fond, I mean, a lot of you guys should know that I am definitely not fond of autoplay. But for the most part, I feel like you don't really need it to enjoy the game. Combat is action, or I guess a strange hybrid of it. I haven't really come across this type of combat in a mobile game before, but from what I've read after Googling around a little online, it is apparently a form of swipe combat, whatever that means. Essentially though, you use your finger to move your character and you spam click ahead or behind or to the side of you to use your attacks. This means that you need to be actively thinking, actively aware of what's going on and where monsters are, making for actual engaging gameplay. Now, autoplay, from what I could tell, is, well, I guess, like I mentioned, it is definitely more efficient for combat itself, but it had me running through traps on the ground, having damage dealt to me in what would otherwise be a very easy obstacle to avoid. It stood in AoEs from time to time as well, which again was more damage to have to heal through when it could be easily avoided otherwise. So while autoplay is definitely a thing, it probably has equally as many cons to using it as it does pros. There are 60 characters in total, all of which are fully voice acted somehow that you can recruit, level, and upgrade, making for a lot of potential for customization. Graphics were adorable. Beautiful character models, gorgeous environments, all rendered in crisp chibi anime form. I mean, not the actual character models in cutscenes, but rather the characters rendered in-game. I got to make my way through several different zones, each a little different from one another, and I'm sure that the zones vary to quite a degree. Since this is an RPG though, one with predetermined characters, each with their own backstories and voice acting, there is no character creation. I don't know if there's any customization, at least physical customization options at all, like outfits or accessories or even different hairstyles. But that is understandable, again, due to the fact that the game has a large emphasis on story and the characters located within that story. Dragalia Lost is a ton of fun. It is fully voice acted, and the voice acting is quite a bit better than I expected was possible to actually have on mobile devices. The game is beautiful, it's captivating and brimming with life, something I believe all games should be. The autoplay function isn't invasive, it's not a requirement to enjoy or even progress through the game at all, and at times it inhibits you by not dodging, so that's a plus. There is a reason that you all suggest that I play this, and I can see why now. It seems, keyword here being seems, like a very good RPG for mobile devices. I would love to play through more of it if you guys are interested in seeing that, as there seems like there's a lot to explore and discover. But that's just my opinion, my first impression of the game. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it? Will you try it out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!